Boruto, the sequel to Naruto. Many fans don't want to acknowledge the fact that Boruto even exists, which brings the question, why? Today, I want to discuss the many problems that are in Boruto. Naruto ended off where their fights had reached a point to where it was similar to Dragon Ball, from fighting hand-to-hand combat to fighting gods and fighting in the air. In an interview with Kishimoto back in 2016, before the launch of the Boruto anime, Kishimoto had stated with Naruto and Sasuke becoming so strong and the battles getting bigger and bigger, now you have kids fighting so the scale is going to feel smaller. I don't want it to feel lacking. So the focus needs to be on expressing things differently or coming up with those new ideas. When Kishimoto was assisting on Boruto, he had to come up with a new way of displaying power so that the story felt refreshing from its predecessor. Since we were starting all over again, some of the new things that were introduced were advancements in ninja tech, karma, and senjutsu. The story had introduced ninja tech as not a good thing nor a bad thing, but instead of how it was used. The OW arc displayed this by showcasing Naruto with his new arm, Boruto challenging the idea after being embarrassed in the Chunin exams, and OW, who was a former ninja who had lost his ninja way after the 4th grade ninja war. After this arc, it led to the introduction of one of the best Naruto characters, Kawaki. With the introduction of Kawaki, we got introduced with Karma. What made Karma broken was that any ninjutsu that was created from chakra could get absorbed, which made a lot of the fights feel underwhelming, destroying what many of the fights in part 1 and part 2 of Naruto so good. Many fights had strategic factors that had us on the edge of our seats with what would happen next. However, now in Boruto, any of the characters with Karma can just absorb any ability in its way. Karma can also give the user an amp in strength and power, which has caused another problem within the series. Characters such as Boruto and Kawaki with the power of Karma have scaled above characters such as Naruto and Sasuke. Both Boruto and Kawaki are above them, even before the nerfs of losing the Rinnegan and Kurama. Not much is known about Senjutsu, as it just recently got introduced in the manga, but it was stated that it was like godlike powers. Ninjutsu and Sage Arts are just imitations of it. Senjutsu has already been shown in the series, as Code's claw marks and Kawaki's dojutsu abilities and karma are all Senjutsu. Senjutsu was introduced in the Boruto franchise, so that now we have a better idea of where Boruto and Kawaki should scale up to. Konohamaru was done dirty in Boruto. Man hasn't had one moment to shine in the manga besides getting stomped on by Kashin Koji.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Ever since then, he hasn't even been a part of Team 7. In the anime, they added him to a fight where he wasn't even supposed to be in, but was added to get dog on. Naruto has also done some questionable things as well, such as bringing a shadow clone to Himawari's birthday instead of going as himself. He could have had the shadow clone do the paperwork at the office, but nope, brought a shadow clone to his daughter's birthday and ruined it. This is also the same Naruto that sent out clones throughout the entire 4th Ninja War. So it doesn't make any sense.
You stupid!
Naruto also knew that Ishiki Otsutsuki could absorb and shriek ninjutsu from the previous encounter, but proceeded to attack him with 2 Rasengans. Like, come on, man. Like, this is lazy writing, and it's just, they are downplaying Naruto so badly. He also tried to play victim against Delta, which I understand he was trying to get info out of her. However, he is clearly stronger than her, and just chose to act defenseless. It just seems like lazy writing, and I don't even want to get started on Sasuke. I plan to make another video for Sasuke, so just wait for that video to come out. Kakashi is nowhere to be seen at the moment. With recent events, Kawaki sealed away Naruto and Hinata. You would think that Kakashi would come out of retirement to see what is going on with the village. Plus, where are the other Konoha 11? Like, Sao and Inu, I get, but where's Rock Lee? Rock Lee should be near Naruto and Sasuke's level with the 8 gates and with his taijutsu. The only person that I believe from the OG gen that has been done correctly is Shikamaru. He has been on his A game ever since Kawaki and Amato arrived in the village, and he is the only one I could confidently say is using their brain in the series. Boruto's generation has many new characters that are just copy and paste from the first gen. However, I don't see this as a big problem. The main issue I have is how they're utilizing them in the story. The manga mainly focuses on Team 7, with Team 10, aka Shikadai's team, being sprinkled here and there, while we also have teams like 5, 15, and 25, who have done nothing at all. Sumire in the manga is just in the story to question Amada, which I am glad that the anime gives more character to her. Sarada has also been one of the better female leads in the Naruto franchise, but why does a damn Uchiha have glasses? If she was already blind, how do we, as the audience, expect her to use a Mangekyo Sharingan when Sasuke, during the 5 Kage Summit, who just got his, went blind by the end of it? Mitsuki is just kinda there. I wish he had more to do in the story. For the vision that Boruto saw, Mitsuki will most likely end up fighting Kawaki and most likely get packed by him. With recent leaks to the current chapter, that is completely wrong, as Mitsuki is most likely going to fight off Boruto instead, so I am excited to see what will happen in the next chapter. The story has only been about Boruto and Kawaki, which I don't mind. Kawaki is one of my favorite characters, but I wish we saw more from the supporting cast. The Cyborg and Androids were mishandled in Boruto. Don't get me wrong, Boruto has characters such as Delta and Kashin Koji, which help keep the story going, but both don't really have any character to them. Kashin Koji, whenever he is on screen, you know something's about to go down. But the fact that he is a clone of Jiraiya is such a cop-out. Jiraiya's death held so much meaning for Naruto's growth, but coming back as a clone, it's like when they killed Kakashi to go and see his dad. However, I do hope we get to see Kashin Koji in the near future, as his disappearance was ambiguous. Delta was handled in a weird way, as she was originally introduced as this bratty villain. However, she has been a driving point for Amado, as she is a clone of his daughter. Speaking of Amado, he is one of the better new characters that was introduced in Boruto. Him being so secretive makes his character so interesting, as what are his motives? He says that he only wants to resurrect his daughter, but is hiding something about Ada's power. Why keep her powers a secret to the Hidden Leaf? From the leaks of the new chapter, I was actually wrong, as Momoshi explained why Amado wouldn't know about Ada's power. However, he has done other stuff that has made him seem sus, such as keeping things secretive from the Hidden Leaf. Ada and Damien are newly introduced cyborgs. Ada is a simp, and Damien is an overpowered brat. Damien's abilities are unclear, but it is shown in the manga that anyone with any negative emotion or intent of hurting him will reflect back on the person, while Ada's ability is able to charm anyone to like her, and also can view current and past events. It didn't feel rewarding knowing that these two characters stomp on the entire Narutoverse. Characters such as Itachi, Nagato, Madara, Obito, and many more were intriguing. They all had their own view of peace and own way of achieving it. Ada and Damien are just characters that were created for what Boruto has to scale up to. This could change with time, but the direction Boruto is heading seems like they are just going to become side characters and nothing more, with Code being the new ultimate villain of the series. Jigen, or Ishiki, many will say that he was a bad villain. However, I disagree. He was intimidating enough to where the stakes were high, and it led to an epic fight to where Kurama was sacrificed, as well as Momoshiki, who has been a burden in Boruto's life, destroying Sasuke's Rinnegan, trying to feed Kawaki to the Ten Tails, attempting to kill Naruto, and the list just goes on and on. A villain that has great potential to be a good villain is Code. However, he has only been shown to take an L after L after L each time he has been shown on screen. Even with his limiters removed, Damien dogged on him. Code has to raise the stakes or he will go down as one of the most underwhelming villains in anime history. Those are some of the problems in this series of why people aren't a fan of Boruto. Other problems that I didn't address are the amount of filler that the anime has, inconsistent animation, and many more. I mainly wanted to focus on stuff that is manga canon only. I hope that you guys enjoyed this type of content. This is the first time I've ever made it. And yeah, if you want more, please subscribe. You could always unsubscribe in the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya.